Hello dear friends, so let us finish our final part of March 2023 paper of UGC NET. Okay, here we go. So the first question of today's session is, the main areas of non-verbal communication study are face expression, language, interpersonal zones, debate and tattoo. I have already told you what is verbal communication and what is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication basically deals with body language, gestures, signs, symbols, etc. So you can easily answer this question. So the correct answer is face expression, interpersonal zones and tattoo, because language and debate make use of words. So we can easily find the right answer here. Next question is, according to needs theory in advertising, most commonly identified needs are popularity, anger, achievement, laugh, novelty. So try to answer this. You can pause the video and answer this. Friends, in advertising, we target the needs of customer. What is their basic and fundamental need? And according to that, we design our advertising, or sometimes even our product also. So the correct answer is popularity, achievement and novelty. Friends, anger and laugh, they are our response, emotional response to something. They are not our needs. So the question is asking commonly identified needs. So according to need theory in advertising, marketers attempt to stimulate a perceived deficiency in consumers' life. They want to tell you that something is missing in your life. These needs revolve around aspects like popularity, sense of achievement and experiences, novelty, like new experiences. Anger and laugh are strong emotional responses, but they are not associated with needs, as I already told you. Next question is, according to Indian Ras theory, accomplishment of Ras is related from the following: Vibhav, Kavya, Anubhav, Sanket or indication, and last Vyabhyachari Bhav. This Ras theory, who gave this theory, and what is Indian communication system, Indian knowledge system, 2 to 3 questions are being asked. So try to read little about this topic. Okay, Google this and then make 1 or 2 page notes. Okay, so the correct answer is Vibhav, Anubhav and Vyabhyachari Bhav. So Bharata, who wrote the Ras theory, Bharat Muni, Natya Shastra. Bharata succinctly encapsulates the theory of rasa in his most famous formula like Rasa Sutra. Thus, Vibhav, Anubhav, Vyabhyachari, Samyogad Rasa, Nishpatih. Remember these 4 to 5 things: Vibhav, Anubhav, Vyabhyachari, Samyogad Rasa, Nishpatih. What it says is the aesthetic relish, that is the rasa, the supreme delight which is called rasa, is produced, Rashnipati, how it is produced by a combination of the determinants, that is Vibhav, consequence, Anubhav, and transitory states or fleeting emotions, Vyabhyachari Bhav. Vibhav, Anubhav and Vyabhyachari Bhav. Sorry. sorry. Following are types of speech. Which of these are the types of speech? Madhyama, Para, Pashanti, Akshara and Vakhari. Friends, these types of speech are mentioned in Vedic literature, Vedas. So you can attempt to answer this, but let me tell you the right answer. I have highlighted 2 options because the 4 are types of speech according to Vedas, that are Madhyama, Para, Pashanti and Vakhari. Akshara is not type of speech. Let me show you. There are 4 levels of speech as per Vedas. Para. Para is transcendental, which is beyond. According to Vedas, how we communicate with each other, there are 4 levels. Para, it is beyond our imagination. I mean, it is something transcendental. Then Pashyanti. Pashyanti is, you can think of it as like it is something that is in your mind, mental communication. Then madhyama, it has just come to your tongue but you have not communicated it. You can relate to it as this. And vakari, which is it is a type of speech which human beings use in their day to day conversations. uh, so human beings speak only the fourth level. The language we speak is vakari. uh, you must have come across the terms like telepathy और बिना कुछ कहे किसी से किसी की बात समझ जाना, इस तरीके की जो बातें होती हैं. So you can relate these types of speech from this. So remember para, pashanti, madhyama and vakari. Next is telecommunication department has included which of the following directives and main conditions regarding internet provider license. First is license service provision has to be limited only to the concerned area. The way to connect intermediaries and internet gateways uncertain. The nature and form can be conveyed. Customer-centric protection and non-discriminatory service should be ensured. The service should not be limited to the given area. In these multiple option questions and long statements, try to find the wrong ones or try to find the right ones. Generally, which are general in nature and are positive are right. So, if you see the option C, the nature and form can be conveyed, seems to be right. Then D, customer centric protection and non discriminatory service should be ensured, it also seems to be true. But if you see the option B, the way to connect intermediaries and internet gateways uncertain, something that is uncertain, it is an extreme statement, negative statement, then eliminate option B. And if you eliminate option B, you can reach to a 50-50 situation. And then as I told you, C and D are right. Then, you can, I think you can reach to the right answer. So let us see the right answer. It is A, C and D. License service provision has to be limited only to the concerned area. Then nature and form can be conveyed and customer centric protection and non-discriminatory service should be ensured. Okay. The correct answer is A, C and D. Next is you have to match list 1 with list 2. Name of newspapers with their year of establishment. Newspapers are Kesari, Young India, Amrit Bazar Patrika and Indian Opinion. And on the right hand side, you have been given the years of establishment. It is also difficult to remember the years, but let me tell you that the publications associated with Mahatma Gandhi, they are very important. Mahatma Gandhi, Raja Ram Mohan Rai and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, they are very important. And if you see the option D, Indian Opinion, it was started by Mahatma Gandhi when he was in South Africa, and it was started in 1904. And Young India, it was started in 1919. Okay, 1919. And Kesari, it was in 1881. Then Amrit Bazar Patrika ABP, 1868. This is the correct answer. So try to remember, as I told you, 3 prominent personalities: Mahatma Gandhi, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Okay, let me again repeat. Kesari 1881, Young India 1919, Amrit Bazar Patrika 1868, and Indian Opinion 1904. Now the next list asks us to match the name with the correlation. Paparazzi, public journalism, penny press, ground zero. This is a very easy question. Paparazzi, we many times hear about paparazzis. Paparazzis are photographers who follow celebrities and click their photos, sometimes forcibly also. So paparazzi, photojournalism, public journalism, citizen journalism, in which citizens who are present at prominent new or newsworthy places, they become the source of news themselves. They click the pictures, record the story or cover the story, and they themselves do the journalism. Penny press. Press is related with print journalism. Then ground zero, as we hear about ground zero reporting. So it is associated with TV journalism. This is the correct answer. Okay. I hope you have also got your answer right. Next is match the news agencies with the country. News agencies are very important. 2 to 3 questions are being asked every year. So remember all the news agencies and the countries to which they are associated with. So here we have EFP, AFP, Antara and TASS. TASS. If you remember the full forms, you can also reach to the right answer. AFP, Agence France Presse, France. TASS, the S stands for Soviet. So TASS is with Russia, which was earlier Soviet Union. Antara, Indonesia. EFE, Spain. So the correct answer is, I again repeat, EFE, Spain, EAFP, Agence France Presse, France, Antara, Indonesia, TASS, you can search the full form. TASS is with associated with Russia. Next, match the advertising agencies with the company's brand. The agencies are associated with which company's brand? Ogilvy and Mather, O&M, McCain Erickson, Trikaya Gray, JWT Hindustan Thompson Associate. If you have read an advertising book, you may find these names. Okay. So the correct answer is Ogilvy and Mather with Cadbury, McCain Erickson with MasterCard, Trikaya Gray with Procter and Gamble, and JWT Hindustan Thompson with Nestle. Okay. So the next is Doordarshan channels and their year of establishment. DD International, DD Sports, DD Bharati, DD News. And on the right hand side, you have the year of establishment. It is difficult to remember these exact dates. Why should I say it is difficult? If you have to crack the exam, you need to remember this. But okay, let me be lenient and tell you that remember important channels, okay, like DD News or DD Bharati, because if you remember one or two, then it may be the case that you can eliminate the other options by elimination method. Okay, so the correct answer is DD International with March 14, 1990 on March 14, 1995, DD Sports March 18, 1999, DD Bharati January 26, 2002, DD News November 3, 2003. Okay. Next is the name of the theory and theorist. Match the theory with the theorist. Theories are very important. So read a good book on theory or watch some videos or have a good grasp on theories. Cognitive dissonance theory, attitude change theory, semiotic theory, limited media effects. If you have read the basic books, then you might have come across the name limited media effects. It is associated with Paul Lazarsfeld in America's U.S. presidential election when they gave the limited media effects and told that voters are not affected by media. That is, media has limited effect. Rather, they are affected by the opinion leaders. Then they came with two-step flow theory, multi-step flow theory. Okay, and this semiotic theory. Semiotic theory. The theory is associated with the theorist Charles Sander Peirce. This writer has written the book on semiotics. And attitude change theory by Carl Hovland and cognitive dissonance theory by L.A. Festinger. Okay. So here is the answer. You can take a screenshot. Cognitive dissonance, L.A. Festinger, attitude change theory, Carl Hovland, semiotic theory by Charles Sander Peirce, and limited media effects by Lazarsfeld. Okay, next is models with the name of the presenter, SMCR model, transactional model, reinforcing spirals model, and development model. SMCR is a very basic model. You must know that it is given by David Berlow. Okay, if you know that, you can eliminate two options and then you can take a 50-50 guess. Then transactional model is Barn learned, reinforcing spirals model by Michael D. Slater, and development model by Daniel Lerner. Okay, I again Repeat. SMCR David Burlow, Transactional Model Barn Learned, Reinforcing Spirals Model Michael D. Slater, Development Model by Daniel Lerner. Next, video production equipments. Dolly, audio mixer, group shot, boom pole, voiceover. You have to tell which of these are video production equipments. If you have read the basic books and you know the basics of TV journalism, you can know the right answer. So dolly is an equipment which is used to move the camera in and out. I mean close or away from the object. Then audio mixer also, which is used to adjust the audio. Then group shot. Group shot is not an instrument. It is a type of shot in which many people are present. So eliminate option C. Then boom pole, boom mic. You have heard about boom mic, which is used in theaters to record the voice of all the artists. So it is an equipment. Then voiceover. Voiceover is not an equipment. It is used to tell a story after after you have shot a scene or a sequence. Then to tell about the shot or sequence, if you are not telling it in the video, then you do a voiceover. I hope you know what is a voiceover. So voiceover is not an equipment, and group shot is not an equipment. Rest three are the video production equipments. A, B, and D is the right answer. Next is films and their directors. Mother India, Pather Panchali, Sholay, Avara. These are considered to be cult films. So you must know their directors. Mother India is associated with Mehboob Khan, Pather Panchali, Satyajit Ray, Sholay, NNCP, and Avara is associated with Raj Kapoor. He was the director of Avara. So next is books and their author. Handbook of Public Relations, The Heart of India, India Then and Now, The Passing of Traditional Society. These books are not, in general we do not read these books, but if you have read the DevCom, Developmental Communication Unit in your syllabus, then The Passing of Traditional Society is given by Daniel Lerner. Okay, and then Handbook of Public Relations by Philippe Leslie, Heart of India by Mark Tully, India Then and Now by Veer Sangvi. This is the right answer. Handbook of Public Relations, Philippe Leslie, Heart of India, Mark Tully, India Then and Now, Veer Sangvi, Passing of Traditional Society, Daniel Lerner. Next, correct sequence of public relations process. Action, research, communication, evaluation. Try to answer this. It's easy. In general also, whenever a process is involved, what we do first, what we do is we research about that problem, about that thing. Okay, then in the end what we do evaluation. If you know the beginning and the end, you can reach to the right answer. B comes first, D comes in the end. Okay, so the correct answer is BACD, RACE, रेस कॉन्सेप्ट से इसको याद रखें. Research, action, communication, evaluation. I repeat, research, action, communication, evaluation. Next, arrange the chronology of radio programs from All India Radio. Try to remember the important programs of All India Radio and the important events associated with All India Radio. So the question is asking, first national program of music, introduction of phone-in program, Man Ki Baat, Kisan Vani, and first news bulletin. So try to answer this. And the Man Ki Baat program is the latest, and try to remember all the other things as first came news, first news bulletin, then came music. First, because we are students of journalism and mass communication, so for us news came first, then came national program of music, then we tried to experiment something, and then we introduced phone-in program, and then Kisan Vani, and then last Man Ki Baat. I'm trying to tell you, how to develop ways to remember things. You can develop your own stories. So for me, for example, as I told you, first came news, then music, then phone-in program, then Kisan Vani, and then last Man Ki Baat. Next is the correct sequence of these acts: Official Secrets Act, Press and Registration of Books Act, Right to Information Act, Contempt of Court Act, Prasar Bharati Act. These acts media laws and ethics unit जो है आपकी उसमें important acts को याद रखें. So if you knew that Right to Information Act came in 2005, in the end it is the latest among these given options, then you could have reached to the right answer. So the right answer is this. Let me tell you the years of these acts. Official Secrets Act came in 1923, Indian Penal Code IPC 1860, Working Journalists Act in 1955, Press and Registration of Books Act 1867, and Right to Information Act 2005. This Press and Registration of Books Act, under this act, the name of publisher, editor, the location from which the newspaper is being published or a book is being published, it is mandatory to publish all these. And which act? Under this Press and Registration of Books Act. Next is identify the chronology order of international news agency. Xinhua, UPI, TASS, Reuters, and AP. AP, Associated Press. It is a news agency of US, Reuters, UK, TASS, Russia, UPI, US, Xinhua, China. So, but we have to tell the chronology. So you can remember this by that anything that happens, any new innovation, it is generally has its origins in, generally, not always, generally has its origin in US. So AP, Associated Press. Then after US, it happens in UK. So Reuters. But it is general statements. It is not always right. So you can remember these news agencies years like this. Associated Press 1846, Reuters 1851, then TASS 1904, UPI 1907, and then Xinhua 1931. Next, chronological order of communication theory. Two-step communication theory, semiotic theory, normative theory, public opinion theory, dependency theory. I know this will become difficult as so many years are not easy to be memorized, but what can we do? Maybe if you read a theory book, then the theories might be given in a chronology order. So the correct answer is, first came semiotic theory, then public opinion, then two-step communication theory, then dependency theory, and last normative theory. You can remember this by saying by this like that. Semiotic is the study of meanings. So human beings first try to identify the meanings, or the theorists try to decode the meanings. Then so first came semiotic theory, and last normative theory. Normative, which want to tell the norms, how the media organizations should be, how should they act. So it came in the last. So if somehow you can know the beginning and the end, so maybe you are able to eliminate the options and reach to the right answer, and that's what you need to do in the exam hall. But I'm not saying do not read the concepts. Of course, do read the concepts, the books, okay? Don't always apply tricky methods. Next is chronology of newspapers. The Tribune, Indian Express, Times of India, The Hindu, Hindustan Times. So the answer is this. The Tribune came in 1881, Indian Express 1932, Times of India 1838, The Hindu 1878, Hindustan Times 1924. Okay. I do not have any formula. You need to remember the years. Next is the chronology of press committees and commissions. Sharad Pawar Committee, Varghese Committee, PC Joshi Committee, Kuldeep Nayyar Committee, and Vidyalankar Committee. These press committees and commissions are important. So try to remember these. The Sharad Pawar Committee, the year I am not very sure about. It is given in R. Gupta book to be 1991, but I have searched the internet and I have not found this committee only. Forget the year. So, but rest of the committees are important, and try to remember the years. Vidyalankar Committee in 1964, Kuldeep Nayyar in March 1977, and Varghese in August 1977. This can be confusing. First came Kuldeep Nayyar, then Varghese, and then PC Joshi committee. Next is chronology of press council's chairman. Justice A.N. Sen, Justice G.N. Ray, Justice P.B. Sawant, N. Rajgopala Iyengar, K. Jayachandra Reddy. So it is difficult, I know, but what you can do is you may not remember the exact years, but you can read the chronology, and maybe after 2-3 revisions you can have an idea. So this is the answer, and let me take you to this. The first chairperson of PCI was Justice J.R. Mudholkar from 1966 to 1968. Then N. Rajgopal Iyengar, then A.N. Grover, then A.N. Sen, then R.S. Sarkaria, P.B. Sawant, Jayachandra Reddy, G.N. Ray, Markande Katju, C.K. Prasad. I know this is not very easy, but try to write these in your notebook and then revise them. Maybe from this you can remember them. So next is correct sequence of television events. SITE, Satellite Instructional Television Experiment program started. Regular service started in Delhi. Commercial TV commenced. INSET 1A became operational. Terrestrial transmission started. What is the correct sequence? So again, try to cook up some story and try to remember this. So what was happening today? We have digital transmission. So first, what we did was, what was the first event? Terrestrial transmission started. Then regular service started in Delhi, because firstly it would not be regular, of course, because we are in the nascent phase. So but then regular service started, and then started the SITE program. Then commercial TV commenced, and then INSET 1A became operational. Okay, I have highlighted this as red because the NT has given the wrong chronology. It has given the answer in our Gupta book. The answer is given as B. But when I search the internet, the years of these events are these, and the option is not arranged according to these events. But the correct sequence would be terrestrial transmission started, then regular service started, then SITE program started, then commercial TV commenced, and then INSET 1A became operational. The satellite became operational. Then chronology of famous actor Rajkumar. Mother India, Pegam, Dil Apna, Preet Parai, Godan, Gharana. Frankly speaking, I'm not very good in films and cinema related questions, but if you can remember, then remember the films and the years of those films of famous actors like Rajkumar. Okay, this actor Rajkumar is asked many times. So this is the correct answer. Mother India 1957, Pegam 1959, Dil Apna Preet Parai 1960, Godan 1963, Gharana 1961. So these are the assertion and reason questions. The assertion here is the two main types of modulation of radio signals are called amplitude modulation and frequency modulation. Reason is modulation is a system designed to decrease the frequency of signals. And then these are the options. You have to find the correct option. Friends, in these assertion and reason questions, not in all, but assertion and reason questions, generally, not always, but generally, the option is either 3 or 4. I mean, one of the either the assertion is wrong or the reason is wrong. It may not always be the case, but generally, one of the two is wrong. So if you read the statement again, the two main types of modulation of radio signals, we all know that it is AM and FM, amplitude modulation and frequency modulation. So this seems to be true. But the second question, modulation is a system designed to decrease the frequency of signals. If you understand the meaning of term modulation, modulate, it is kind of regulation. So it is not to decrease, but modulation is designed to encode information in a carrier wave by varying its frequency, phase, amplitude, etc. Okay, so only A is assertion is correct. Next is, now there are two statements given. Language word came from Greek word lingua, meaning tongue. As such, language can be defined as the use of the tongue to create meaning bearing forms. It is a very general statement. It seems to be true, but uh, I find a trick here, like Greek word. Language came from Greek word lingua. I'm not sure about that. Okay, let us see the next statement. Media dominance is a technique of buying a large amount of space and time in one medium for an advertisement or program. Uh, it seems to be true, because what is media dominance? The politicians or the corporates who are dominating the media, what they are doing? They are buying the large amount of space and time to propagate their propaganda or their product or their ideology, whatever. So second statement is correct. First statement, if you are not sure, you may think that both the statements are correct, but the trick they have applied is language word came from Latin lingua, meaning tongue. Okay, it is not from Greek origin. Next is Kuleshov effect theory, proposed by Russian film theorist Lev Kuleshov, says that a single shot can be given a different interpretation when shown next to another one. See, read the statement again. Kuleshov effect theory. We didn't know who gave this theory, but they said proposed by Russian film theorist Lev Kuleshov. So we don't have to be concerned about this. But what it says now, pay attention here. A single shot can be given a different interpretation when shown next to another one. Of course, it is true. I mean, you can interpret a single shot by differently when it will be shown next to another shot. So it seems to be true. Then second is, those who already are knowledgeable receive more benefit from the media and new information technologies than those who are not. It is true. People who are more knowledgeable, they are more comfortable than new technology. They get, they benefit. So they benefit more. You can see this in your household also. The younger generation seems to be using the digital money, digital transactions, and digital, social media platforms more, and they are benefiting it more than rather than their parents or grandparents. So it is true. So both the statements are correct. Next is, freedom of speech is right to speak out publicly or privately through any medium of expression. What is freedom of speech? It is the right to speak publicly or privately through any medium of expression. It is a very general statement, positive statement. It is correct. Uh, I mean, for to me, it seems to be correct. Then second statement is, information society is world order in which the exchange of information shapes social and economic systems. It is true. We are living in an information society where we have explosion of information, and this information is shaping our social systems, economic system. You can see the effect of this internet, which has made the information global, democratized the information. It is shaping our social system, in which our society and our economy is being shaped. Okay, so both the statements are correct. Now the last question is, new media technologies are those which are involved in the creation, delivery and consumption of media content. Of course, they are involved in these things, and then they especially apply to digital media such as digital satellite, internet linked PCs, MP3 player, etc. This also seems to be true. So both the statements are correct. Okay, with this we have finished the March 2023 paper of UGC Net and Mass Communication. I know these are only 90 questions. You can say there are 100 questions, but the 91 to 100 questions are solving the comprehension part, reading the comprehension and answering the question. So these are very easy. You can do them by yourself, and if you want me to solve them for you, I can do them. Tell me in the comment section, but we will do them in the end when we are done with all the previous year question papers. Okay, till then we will do only 90 questions, 30 each day, or maybe 40 someday, and then I will see how it will go. So like this, we will keep doing the rest of the papers. If you find the content helpful, like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for listening to me and have a good day. Thank you so much. It's time to go.